bring you by here, honey?
I just wanted to have a nice dinner, everybody together.
You need to help her with her kids. Can't nobody bring a family together like you can. Hallelujah.
Hello, ladies. Welcome to a world of black foolishness and Jesus. the Old Spice guy's in this, man. Y'all thought he was just like a flavor of the month.
He's really in it?
He really is in it.
He's one of the main characters in the movie.
Is he on a horse?
He's on Madea.
I was about to say,
And I'm on a horse named Madea.
is there a dirty love scene between Madea and the Old Spice guy?
Look, I don't want to imagine that.
that would
Shut up.
be, yeah.
Sorry.
That would make film history.
So you don't have to, thankfully, no. There's not that.
Yeah, Isaiah Mustafa is the guy's
Don't
name.
put those type of images in my head. Okay.
I'm going to draw it for you in crayon in 2 seconds here.
And you know what?
Although he has been fucking Kathy Griffin, so it ain't like it's that much of a stretch.
Well,
yeah,
I take that back. He is on a horse.
Damn.
You know, and the brother keeps his shirt on through the whole movie. Not a lick of Old Spice anywhere. But you know something? It's not about the Old Spice guys. But we are talking about probably the richest drag queen in America right now. Probably the richest drag queen in the world. Talking about Tyler Perry, a.k.a. Madea.
God damn right.
Medea's Big Happy Family. Which
you know Martin Lawrence is in a bar somewhere just drinking himself to death. Like, this is some bullshit, man.
I have a message for Martin. Hurry up. Drink faster.
him and Eddie Murphy in a theater together in a fucking fat suit. You know,
Gina. I started that.
Martin Lawrence and Eddie Murphy out on the corner somewhere just tap dancing in front of people. We were the original. Anybody? How you doing? Fuck out of my face.
The original black guys in fat suits. This is us. They're looking to perform a vaudeville song.
They're sitting there destitute on the street, and Madea comes by and puts some money in the big world money in their hat.
Oh,
It's
you
like,
poor children.
Martin, we're back.
Well, I don't think Martin Lawrence or Eddie Murphy are very upset right now. The one black person who is upset at Tyler Perry the most at the moment is Spike Lee. Spike Lee just came right out and said, Tyler Perry, we all know about his buffoonery and coonishness going on. And Tyler Perry, in a statement, just directly said, and I quote, Spike Lee can go to hell.
You know what, Rich? The thing is, he ain't the first person to say that about Spike Lee.
Yeah.
I mean, many people have said that. I remember Arsenio Hall was famous for saying, the next time my name comes out of Spike Lee's mouth, I'm whipping his ass.
Yeah. He said, it looked like a cricket. So Spike Lee is always known for Spike Lee thinks he really is king of the black people. You know,
The king of all blacks.
Got famous a few years ago and think Brooklyn is the epicenter of black culture.
Yeah,
you know?
him and Al Sharpton must have been hanging out or something. Like, this is our game plan, all right? You're the emperor. I'm Darth Vader.
Yeah, you take the East, I got the West.
I'm telling you, Spike Lee better leave Tyler Perry alone. Tyler Perry is big.
He's a giant
on him.
Yeah. He's about 8 feet tall physically.
Spike Lee will find himself under Tyler Perry's shoe one day.
Well, I tell you what, after that statement, I'm sure a lot of kids were looking up who the hell Spike Lee was at this point.
Spike Lee might want to think about putting a wig and a dress on right now. Spike Lee.
You're going to be begging for a cameo soon enough.
Didn't you
in one of
see
his
Spike
movies.
Lee before you became the world's most famous Knicks fan?
The guy who's only known because he's making documentaries off the misery of people in New Orleans at this point. That's all you do now, right? It's like, what are you guys up to? Nothing. Go away, Spike Lee.
Now, that being said, Spike Lee ain't the first one to call Tyler Perry buffoonish and coonish either, you know.
Oh, that was probably me.
I think that was me.
Because I remember back when Tyler Perry, when these plays were just plays that would open up in not necessarily black neighborhoods, but whatever city you lived in, and every black person you know would get dressed up in their purple suits and go out there and see these things. And I'd hear them advertised on the radio.
Damn.
And I was like, you gotta be kidding me.
Just whoever would let Tyler Perry through the front door. Well, this is an old, torn down school, but there's one room still left in the back.
But he would pack the house.
I'm telling you, when a Tyler Perry
Sold out.
When a Tyler Perry play came out, there was a sabbatical of black people just traveling from all around somewhere, just a line of black people, like Moses leading them across the the fucking sea, man. It was like
now you're gonna get
MLK
quoted,
Boulevard.
so you don't do that. That's right. I'm like Moses leading the stereotypical black people across the sea. Lee.
I know. Hey, look, let me quit talking about Tyler Perry before I find myself in the emergency room next to Spike Lee.
That's true. I mean, let's be honest. You know, besides his physical size, he could buy and sell all of us.
He could buy us, rape us, sell us, and ain't nothing we can do about it.
Nothing.
I mean, he could buy us and rape us and keep us in a room in his house, and we'd be happy to get the money.
Okay, you know what we were just saying about imagery with Tyler Perry? That's where you're crossing the line.
The Tyler Perry dungeon.
His rape dungeon.
Yeah. All I'm thinking about are the great black leaders of our time, which is Martin Luther King and then Madea.
Now,
A black man dressed up as a woman. The black community runs to.
I have a dream, of a whole bunch of
Crashing of children.
a whole bunch of crappy generic soap operas that'll make theatrical releases and make your Uncle Perry lots and lots of money. That's my dream, chillin'.
praise the Lord. I mean, look.
Can I say jigabooyah?
Jigabooyah. Man, let me tell you something. I kind of see both the positive effects of Spike Lee and Tyler Perry. I mean, this whole Chitlin Circuit, East Coast thing going on that they got, director thing that they got going on, because Spike Lee is a guy who's very, very heavy-handed with his films, you know, when he has black people in them. Tyler Perry is also very heavy-handed too, but usually with black foolishness and with church and Jesus and God.
And with the Lord.
And with the Lord. I mean, you go to a Tyler Perry movie, you gonna go to church.
At some point.
It's funny. I spend my whole year not going to church until I go to a Tyler Perry movie.
You go to Tyler Perry movie.
Damn it, they suck me back in.
I know. Leon and I had Easter Sunday tonight.
Exactly.
We should have brought a fucking turkey dinner in there with us.
Yeah.
I mean,
Which I have to admit, I was a little upset only because I showed up today. I showed up tonight at Midnight Movie Madness, completely prepared for my Madea experience. I even brought my wig, my dress, my popcorn, and my cross. And I go in the theater and I'm like,
you had your purple suit.
yeah, I did. I had it all.
And you didn't get saved.
No. Well, I realized, there's two of you guys, so somebody has to go hang out with
he's
Cyrus.
Like, and he was like, and you're both black. You kind of, you were obligated to this movie.
He was sold out, so he had to go see they were reissuing Triumph of the Will next door. So he was fine, though. Nobody was upset, right?
Yeah.
But you know what, man? Here's the deal about Tyler Perry movies, and you've only seen one, Cyrus. I think you got.
No, actually, I was wrong. I have seen two, but same difference. Come on, really?
You know what? Here's the thing. This is why I was a little bit more insistent about going to this, because I've seen enough of them. I think I've seen all except one. And yeah, just from a precursory look, it does seem like, you've seen one, you've seen them all. But you see enough of them. You watch almost all of them. You can see the differences, the change in quality. Which ones are funnier? Which ones are preachier? And as this one goes,
It's more funny.
it's more funny.
It is. It's funnier.
God damn it, which makes me more pissed off. That's what I've been dying to see.
See, Tyler Perry movies.
Really?
dying to see.
Let's not get carried away.
You know what? Did you not hear me when I said I brought my wig? Yeah.
He brought his fake Afro wig and everything.
Yeah.
I thought
Just kind of like Cyrus. The second time he went to go see his second viewing of a Tyler Perry movie, he was in blackface, so he could blend in. He wasn't scared the second time around. He
I
learned.
had the full wig just to cover up my iPod earbuds.
But no, you go watch this movie, and you can see Tyler Perry not becoming a better director, not even becoming a better writer, but his humor is getting sharper. But you have to understand his humor is getting sharper in a way that, and I hate to say this, it makes it sound like I'm treating black people like a whole other species, but if you grew up hanging around people in a black neighborhood who we called it back in my day, you called it high siding or capping on people, or snaps. That's just being able to come back with a quick, witty, response to someone to make fun of them. I mean, you see something on that person, you target in on it, and you just come back and zing them. And Tyler Perry is getting so great at that, and that's what makes this movie so funny. The other thing about this movie is that, and co-host, he acts like he doesn't like these movies, but he does.
He was just
I just said I fucking love him.
But see, there's been something that we've been in. He's been like, this ain't my kind of thing. But then he comes out like, but I laughed, and I know what you're saying. See, a lot of your complaints for the Tyler Perry movies that we've seen in the past at Midnight Movie Madness, because Tyler Perry does not show his movies to anybody. It's like Negroes are gonna see my shit no matter what. Okay, I don't need the critics. All right.
Yeah.
So now you said, man, I wish there was more Madea in this movie, because whenever she comes on, you just grin.
Yeah.
And that's what this movie has too. It has more Madea. See, the plot of this. Again,
I know
I use that loosely.
straight face.
Yeah, I try not to laugh. I'm gonna do it.
As it were.
It just made me realize that he's kind of the black Kevin Smith, right?
Well,
in his own way, his own fixations. But yeah, they're both on the same career path right now.
I don't know that his fans are as rabid as Kevin.
No,
Smith's fans
I'm
are.
wrong though, because Tyler Perry's movies are getting a little bit better.
Yeah,
Exactly. He's going up. While
I think they may meet somewhere in the middle.
Yeah,
you know?
no. Tyler Perry has Jesus. Kevin Smith has Star Wars. They keep repeating the same things in every movie.
But he's religious too.
Yeah, he's all into Catholicism.
Yeah.
No, he's not. He's bullshit.
He doesn't care. He doesn't even know.
I believe it.
No, he's not. Look that guy.
Buy that for him,
He
man.
just said stuff.
That's a great story, right? That for him. But
scripted that.
Yeah, fuck him. But in this movie, it has Loretta Devine, who has lately, outside of Madea, become the I guess perennial black mom in movies. She's either black mom or black grandmother. And she finds out that she is terminally ill. She's got cancer. Just came back. No spoilers here. And if I have to,
It's in the very first scene.
And I feel stupid having to say spoiler alert for a Tyler Perry movie. But anyway, it's the beginning of the movie. She learns she's sick, so she wants to get her family together so that she can tell them to have one big happy family dinner before she
can
takes
drop
off to
the bomb on
that black mama, the heaven in the sky, where they singing Negro spirituals that she loves.
She's gonna go join Elizabeth.
But now she's
That's a Sanford and Son reference, by the way.
Oh, but the problem is that her family is very dysfunctional. The father died years ago. The son, played by Bow Wow, became a drug dealer at one time. Just got out of jail recently. Another one of her.
He does nothing but date skeezers.
Skeezers, just skeezers and ghetto rat hoes, man.
Skeezers and
Seriously. She has another daughter played by this fine ass girl, Shannon Kane, who's the bougie. I know everybody says bourgeois, but for black folks it's bougie. She's the bougie daughter of the family. She's got another daughter who just verbally abuses her husband all day. Kids
Actually,
don't.
both of the daughters verbally abuse their
They
husbands.
do. Yeah, Kimberly's the one that's married to the Old Spice guy. You think the Old Spice guy got game? Not in this movie. He's a bitch.
I was about to say, what black woman doesn't always give her man
Old
shit?
Spice. He ain't got no spice. In this movie, none.
The only thing that makes him not so much of a bitch is that the guy who's married to the other sister is a true bitch. The way even his kids bitch him out. They walk in the door. He's like, "Hey, Junior, how you doing? Shut up, punk ass bitch."
Oh yeah, I mean just regularly, like the kid's not even being mean about it anymore. The father comes in, he's like, "Hey boys, how you doing? Hey punk ass, how you doing?"
Now, this is a film though with Madea, and the one thing I know about Madea is she doesn't put up with any bullshit.
Well, Madea, it's later because this is she the niece of Madea, Loretta Devine?
Actually, I think she's not even related.
I'm not sure.
Because Cora is her daughter, and you got Aunt Bam, who. Man, okay.
Nice.
Here's the thing. I guess I wasn't familiar with Aunt Bam. Was she in the family who prays together?
I mean, please don't even.
Okay.
Don't go to that family tree.
Look, before we even get into this, let me just tell you what the rest of this movie, because we're about to go into a full chart of the Madea family tree. It don't even make any fucking sense. I mean, it really don't make any fucking
watch
sense.
the damn movie.
I mean, like I say, she's got two daughters who are verbally abusing their husbands. She's got a drug dealer son, and they all do not get along with each other. Not to mention, there's some Chinatown shit going on here. The movie gets surreal later.
It does.
They got very dark family secrets that's going to rip them apart even more. So, as whether she's related to Madea or not, Madea knows this woman. She's very dear with the family. It's up to her to go out and tell each one of these kids, like, look, I'm not going to give your mother's secret away, but she needs you. She needs you to come in for this one last dinner.
Just have one dinner together.
Yeah,
that's all.
And if you can't, I'm gonna beat the fuck out of you. Madea style. That's what it is. Now, the reason why this movie, if there's anything that works about this movie, what made me realize what it is about Tyler Perry films, it is a world full of villains, because you have, you have like villainous black men who beat their wives. You have villainous black women who yell at their husbands. You have people who are just so dysfunctional. They're like they're the jokers of this world and everything. Madea is the superhero. Whenever you see and this is serious. Whenever you see like those kids in that movie who are very disrespectful to their parents, the punk ass kids, there's going to be a scene where they're going to pull that shit on Madea. and you know Madea ain't gonna put up with it at all, and you cannot wait for any of these people to try to pull whatever it is they pulled on their poor cancer-ridden mother to try to pull on Madea.
You know what?
You're gonna see that.
And she don't take that shit at all. Now, whenever that happens, you just kind of like, yeah, Madea, get him, Madea.
You're going to see the outside of a window and kids flying through it.
Kids flying out the window. Take that, motherfucker.
that boomerang shoe.
Yeah, that Eddie Murphy boomerang suit.
Well,
Yeah.
you bring up a really good point because, like, the thing that draws people back to movies about cowboys and even mafia is because they have a code. They stick by that code. Everybody wants somebody who can just stick by with their code, even if they're scumbags who do that. And they also love movies with justice. And here's a movie where you have people who are acting out, but when Madea comes on the scene, you start laughing because he's like, oh shit!
Oh yeah,
she's gonna take care. She's gonna bust some heads. You know what's gonna happen.
And I'm sure that's the suspense of the film is that everyone is going to get their comeuppance at some point in this film, and you do not want to miss it.
Yeah.
Because Madea is the one who's going to be fucking, she's going to come in as the sheriff of the town.
Yes.
the new sheriff.
Administering some frontier justice.
And she, whether it's like she's helping out somebody with a personal problem, where even she's not even cool with that. She's like, look, everybody got problems. You ain't different. You get yourself together. Yeah. Madea is the fucking Terminator in this movie. Like in the beginning, they tell there's a like Bow Wow's fucking ghetto ass girlfriend is this played by this
when they have a drive-through restaurant, she turns it into a drive-through restaurant.
Oddly, Judgment Day was today. So
that's this girl in here
Skynet was active.
Like Bow Wow, and what is Bow Wow's real fucking name?
Shad Moss.
Shad Moss.
Which I know. Okay, he's trying to do like the Dwayne Johnson thing because it says Shad quotations Bow Wow Moss. And I'm like, you know what?
Damn it,
a name like Dwayne Johnson is cool. You could go with that instead of The Rock, but Shad Moss. I stick to Bow Wow.
Bow Wow, ain't little Bow Wow.
Stick to Bow.
Yeah, Bow Wow's he's a man now in this movie, and he's got a kid by one girl, and he's dating another girl. The girl he's dating at the current time is a gold digger. Wants him to just sell drugs so she don't have to work, But the other girl that he's dating is this old ghetto asshole, man. This fucking ghetto chick played by Tiana Taylor, and she's so fucking ghetto that she can't even talk right. She don't spell right, but she makes sure that she's extra ghetto to make annoying noises. Like every time she talks, like take your baby. I ain't listening to you.
Byron, I want my money.
What are you talking about?
Byron.
Stop. Listen, we ain't together, okay?
She does that at the drive-thru. Madea's trying to order, like, she's like, I want a breakfast biscuit with egg, cheese, and ham. We ain't got no ham. Ain't got no eggs. Ain't got no breakfast. Oh, gosh. Madea just like, bitch, I know you ain't talking to me. She does the Terminator thing where she's like, I'll be back. You see her in the car out the parking lot doing a donut.
Yeah.
And you like, okay, you think she's just going to pull up and come inside. No, she drives that shit right through the glass and throws food at people and tells people, I dare y'all to tell on me. I dare somebody to call the police on me, and gets in and runs out. Guess what? Never goes to jail.
No one calls the cops out.
No one fucking calls the cops.
Well, it would be redundant. Since
Madea is the cop.
She did the Madea Goes to Jail movie 2 movies ago.
That's true. Yeah, she already did her Ernest Goes to Jail
You missed
tribute.
the Medea walking tall film. Don't want to fuck with her anymore. She runs this town.
But Bow Wow, yeah, he's got a kid in this movie. He's growing, and now that's the thing about this film. It's like Tyler Perry is an amazing case, and I hate out of just riding off of our review of the greatest movie ever sold. I hate to use this word, I do, but Tyler Perry is not a good director. As we said, Tyler Perry can make you laugh with his characters, and Tyler Perry is not a director in as much as he's a brand. He's got his locked in audience. These people are faithful, and they're going to come in and see. Tyler Perry can make a movie with no A-list actors or actors you don't even know. And there's people who they're on the Tyler Perry pension fund. It's like you would not hear them outside of a Tyler Perry movie.
I mean, like Janet Jackson and Loretta Devine, he always makes sure they got something to do.
Oh yeah, no,
are they both in this movie?
Loretta Devine is.
You shouldn't be afraid of using the word brand. I promise you, he went into all this fully aware of the concept of branding and of deciding to brand himself, which is why almost everything he does says Tyler Perry's.
Oh yeah.
He is a business. Yeah, he's a business and a businessman in every sense. That's why I'm like
selling himself.
Wow. Yeah, he has his audience. He has it all down pat to where it's like people are going to see his movies and he's never going to have a huge star in there because that just means
more money.
That's money. That's money like out the door.
There's
where
nothing
he'd rather
offensive about what he's doing.
And there's no, not at all.
He's
smart.
kind of the Roger Corman of the black audience in a
he's
lot
smart,
of ways.
yeah.
The way he's been building this sort of label of like, we do these films super low budget, we get just enough of minor stars that interest people, but not enough we really have to pay him a whole lot. I'm kind of surprised he's not starting to do his own like label where it's like, oh, I'm going to take other young coming up black directors and give them a chance.
Well, I think he does.
Does he do that?
Yeah, he's got his TV show. Unlike Roger Corman, he is like one of the, if not probably the most powerful director working in Hollywood right now because he has a track record. He owns like he calls the shots on his productions. No studio comes in and tells him what to do. He pretty much.
That's the same with Corman.
Yeah, he has a distributor, like except he's got more money probably than Corman. He's got Lionsgate is a distributor. Tyler Perry tells them what to do. You know, he's like, hey, you take my movie and release it when I tell you to do it. Tyler Perry uses regulars. Tamala J. Mann and David Mann, who they're always in his plays, always in his movies and shows. And I mean, this guy gets away with not having any big names, any big money, but he produces bank and has power. And that's an admirable story. I just wish he could make a better movie. I was talking about Bow Wow. This guy shows potential as being an actor.
Really?
But
Not really.
But well, see, here's the deal. I was like saying, you know, in a Tyler Perry movie, not too much. I was like, wow, I'd like to see what this kid could do outside of a Tyler Perry
I guess
movie.
here's the thing. Like watching him in this, I was like, you know what? This is exactly how he was in Lottery Ticket. It's like Bow Wow has a certain number of tricks, which is about 3, and he kind of does the same thing.
And he
over
turns
over.
them every night on the corner.
I'm just saying, like acting wise, he's that same character in every movie I see him in. He's got the same ticks, he's got just certain eye rolls and certain things that he does over and over again. It's what he falls back on. He needs like a spectacular director who's really willing to work with him.
That's true. But you see the thing with here's why I see what Spike Lee is talking about, because I've said this several times. I consider Tyler Perry to just be like a role model to me, a hero to me. I mean, this guy's, you know, as far as a business angle, but looking at these movies, they really are they're not speaking to me. They're not my films. I mean, in these movies.
That's because you're bougie.
See, that's what I'm saying. You know, if you're just an average black person, you know, you look at these movies, if you're middle ground, you say, wow, either in this movies, real is not being able to spell, mispronouncing things, dancing everywhere, being on Maury Povich, making a fool out of yourself, putting R's in every word that don't belong there. You know, that's real. If you are trying to achieve something, then you are considered bougie, unless you found God. You know?
Well, it's an interesting thing he does where he's making fun of all the negative things about black culture or stereotypical culture, but celebrating them at the same time.
Well, it's in an affectionate way he's making fun.
It is. But it's it's one of those things where you look at it, it's like, I'm not sure whether to be insulted or not, because so much of it is funny. I recognize, you know what, there's too much about it I recognize to be true. And yet at the same time, there's so much that's played up in a way that's like, wow, this is you. I'm not sure what side of the fence you're on in this. I will say this about Tyler Perry. When he made For Colored Girls, this was him stepping out of the Madea stuff he did. I mean, if you were to see that movie, you could see like, wow, he does have some skill. I mean, he's not perfect. He still has a ways to go, but that's a big improvement over any of these Madea movies.
You know what? I'll tell you the reason why I do think, I can't say I'm fully insulted, because there's truth in these people that we see. I think you and I have grown up with some of these people that we've seen.
Yeah.
Too
many of them.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, so we're laughing at things that we recognize, but there is no balance in a Tyler Perry movie. We don't, either people have to be, they are black telenovelas.
They're all cartoon characters.
They're cartoons, they're telenovelas, they're soap operas. They get you sucked in with the drama, you laugh at the humor, but when you get right down to it, you know, he comes in and tells a message about, you know, young people today. So it's what we always heard growing up. Pull your pants up, be respectful of your parents, go out there and do for yourself. Go to church, you know, eat your vegetables, clean.
Yeah, he needs to get
drink your milk. You know?
Get Mr. T in some of these.
Yeah,
wash your ass, comb your teeth.
Yeah, comb your teeth. stay off school. Get in drugs.
I was like,
drink the drugs. You know.
Now you're just making me wonder, when is Madea going to give Mr. T a break?
Yeah,
really.
But you know, I mean, the thing is that, man, this movie stops with everything. Oh, eat lots of vegetables, or you're gonna get diabetes. You know, and all that kind of shit. Well, take care of yourself. You know, get a prostate checkup every.
That's one of his Tyler Perry's stumbling blocks, is not knowing when to stop. And every one of these movies, I mean, you got melodrama, you got villains, you have church, but you also have him trying to take on every social issue in the black community. It's like, dude, just pick one or two and leave it at that.
And the movie stops for a PSA, and it's like, all right, man, I get it. And yet, at the end of this movie, I got to see Madea for all her preaching and talking about be respectful of yourself and all this kind of shit. I got to see her shucking and jiving on Maury Povich, you know? And I'm just kind of like, okay, you were canceling yourself out. I'm laughing. I'm recognizing some of this. I'm having a good time. But I'm one of those people who's like, you know, I'm still waiting for that Tyler Perry that is such a good businessman to come out in a script or to come out as a director. I maybe I'll never get it because he
wears a dress all the time, maybe just to come out.
True that, brother. True that.
I mean, you know what? There's almost that feeling of like, look, he does these for whatever money. He makes so much back. He knows his audience. He knows you put this out at midnight. Who's going to show up? Me. I mean, not only is there the well, I don't have to do more work to get, you know, it won't get me more, you know, in the way of money or audience, but maybe it's almost like, you know what, if I try harder, the audience I got now might feel inadequate and not come out and see it.
Well, you know, and look, he's about to be the Morgan Freeman character that was in Kiss the Girls, that detective.
Oh yeah, Alex Cross.
Yeah, so you know, I'm eager to see that. I think he's
really, because he's not a good actor.
Well,
he is not.
Well, you know, that's him directing himself.
And that's the thing. It's like I bring it up for Colored Girls, like a movie he directed that he's not actually in, and he does a better job of directing that one. So maybe it's just for him that the strain of writing, directing, and being in the movie is just too much.
Yeah, I thought he was good in Star Trek. But that's just me.
But that was what, 2 lines for 2 lines. I mean, but you know,
Superb acting right there.
Hello.
Give that man an award.
Let's go to the Romulans. Oh, no, you did not. No, you did.
Yeah.
You come back over here.
Throughout those whole scenes, I had no idea that was Madea right there. I was like, God damn.
Wow. You should have done it as Madea.
I know.
But you weren't Kirk.
Yeah, I was counting
Where's your
that as one of the
spaceship
Tyler
at?
Perry movies I saw. Does that count?
But you know, man, listen, the people who eat these movies up, they are going to get what they want from this movie. I
Which
mean,
is Madea funniness, right? Because that's what I really want to know. Like, how fucking funny is Madea in this movie as opposed to her other films? Like,
I'll put it this way. Like,
the
to
Madea
me-
film to watch for somebody like me.
Yes,
Okay.
abso-fucking-lutely.
Good.
I thought the very first one, Diary of a Mad Black Woman, was when she was the funniest, or he, whatever. And then the ones I've seen after that, like especially it came right after Medea's family reunion, I was like, yeah, there's a couple of good Madea scenes in here, but this is awful preachy and kind of dull. I was really disappointed. And the ones I've seen afterwards, I've been like, well, I guess it could just never be what it was. This one, I was like, okay, this is up there.
Oh, really?
Co-host,
Okay.
this is classic Madea.
It's
about damn
this is
time.
some vintage Madea.
I mean, what
right
I've
here.
been dying for.
It's me and Corey sitting there for the hour and 45 minutes, picking out what's bad about it, and still laughing our asses off through most of it.
Oh, good.
Oh, yeah, no,
that's all that matters to me. Shit.
No,
Yeah.
we were laughing our asses off,
Yeah.
man. And really, like I said, most of my complaints come out of, I don't know, an ideological place for me. It's like,
It's sloppy as
yeah,
hell.
and from
Yeah.
a technical standpoint, because that movie doesn't even have any music going on as the credits.
really?
It has no music until we get to that one scene where you got to have the
Take you to church.
Which is another smart business move. You have nobody to
comes
pay
so
for the
late in the
soundtrack.
I was like, you know what? I might have to bump the rating up on this because we're not going to get church. There it is.
No, and when I'm serious, when you go to church in a Tyler Perry movie, you really, that theater turns into a church because every
They pass around a collection.
Yeah, like some Tyler,
I had to put
Tyler
10%
Perry
of my
collection
paycheck
thing.
in there.
yeah, I had to pay tidings.
Yeah.
Well, shit, man, the cost of movies these days.
And every black person, I thought it was just black women. No, every black person in that theater at some point gonna be like, yes, amen, yep, praise the Lord.
Speaking of which, if you're going to see this, you must enhance your viewing experience. Not with 3D glasses, but with a black audience.
Yes.
You want to go on a Friday night to whatever theater is close to a hood.
Wear a Klan robe.
Well, that would certainly put some spice in it for sure. Yeah. I'm just
What
saying.
are we, jackass right now?
I know. I can,
Can I film that when it happens?
Someone should call them and suggest that. That's a great idea.
God.
I'll give you $100 if you can reach it.
I'm going to look for the closest theater to MLK Boulevard.
You will get it in Sense-Around, and I tell you what, you will enjoy yourself.
You will. No, those are kind of that's the black experience that you want. And
nice.
the audience we had tonight was pretty tame.
Well, oh,
And,
really?
Oh, did you notice they were actually reciting proverbs from the Bible and
Yes.
things? They knew They would, you know how people will quote a Star Wars movie?
Yeah. Right.
In this movie, these people were quoting the Bible along with,
Wow, that's really scary.
Nice.
I'm
Yeah.
glad I didn't go.
It was crazy, man, in here. I'm telling you. Why didn't we have our suits on? We should have came out with our suits and our leprechaun hats. Because that's what when black people go to church, they turn into pimps. You could actually walk out of a church and slap a hoe and get your money, you know? So,
Is that so?
Yeah, I think Black Jesus did that. At some point.
True story, man. Really. Go stand in front of the black church, see it one time.
See what happens.
Yeah. Tell you what, do it yourself. Test it
Coming
out.
out with their high heels with goldfish, live goldfish on them.
Yeah, go down there with that Claire robe you're talking about.
What up, man? Yeah, hey, baby. I just got done praising God. Now give me my fucking money, ho.
Yeah. I see you put a sheet on to go to that movie. I'm Cyrus, and welcome to Jackass.
We're going to run through this Tyler Perry movie here wearing plaid robes. It's going to be awesome.
That'll be
Cyrus
that's
dressed
the
up
end of
as
Jackass.
evil Knievel.
Our Jackass will last one episode with that. Well, we need a new white guy on this show. You know what? Like I said, this is funny. There's one particularly funny scene where we have Madea.
Oh, the Browns.
The Browns in there. Yeah, the Browns.
Yeah, Cora Brown and her dad.
Yeah. And then before I forget, if you want to know who's the only one there's a new old black sassy woman in this movie. It's
That's what I was going to bring up.
Aunt Bam.
Aunt Bam.
Yeah.
Aunt Bam is so goddamn funny.
Now, who's the guy that plays her?
It's actually a woman.
Damn.
Yeah, it opens.
There's two dudes.
I mean,
dressed up as
it really
women.
does open with her and Loretta Devine
Double the
at the
pleasure.
hospital, and everything she's saying just right out the gate. She's fun. I mean, she's just as funny as Madea. Just through so much of it, it was almost like in the beginning it felt like, wow, I guess maybe she just must have passed the torch. Madea only pops up for a little bit, but Madea comes back in later and then just takes the movie back.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be like a
thank
transvestite off, a black transvestite off.
Because that's where that would piss me off. That'd be as offensive as that scene where The Rock fucking like slaps, gives a high five or whatever to Schwarzenegger. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
No, man, no, passing the torch on. It is actually it's a woman named Cassie Davis. Right at the beginning, it's like you don't get that much Madea in the beginning, but it's okay because you have Aunt Bam, and Aunt Bam is like the new buffoonish black woman in this.
Wow.
But she's really funny. This woman is hilarious. Yeah,
Double trouble.
She's an old horny ass pot smoking black sassy woman, and she gives Madea a run for her money. Tyler Perry better be careful how much she puts this woman or this character in his movie.
Seriously, it was kind of like, okay, I guess Medea's not going to show up, but hey, I'm cool.
Yeah. To tell you the truth of what you're saying, it sounds like Aunt Bam's family reunion would have been more entertaining.
Well, we get enough of both of them in some scenes, and it's funny, man. Listen, it's the same story every time. I alternate between, depends on how much they draw me into the villains. In this movie, when I say villains, like when I saw the family that prays together, what's her name? Shania Latham?
Sanaa Lathan.
Yeah, she was so evil in that movie.
Now, was she as evil as the husband in Diary of a Mad Black Woman?
She, besides being physically abusive, she is so just cold and cunning and just a bitch in that movie that I couldn't help but want. I was waiting for her to get a come up, and so I had no choice but to give that movie a matinee because I was like on the edge of my seat waiting, when is this bitch gonna get it? I hate you. But I flop between low matinee and a good rental, and it's never outside that realm when I go see these movies. Like I say, I have my own issues with these kind of movies. They're not the movies that speak to me as a black person, as just an average, neither here nor there, middle of the road, milk toast black man, But so this is more of a rental to me. It's just that the scenes aren't directed that well. The story is the same thing that we see all the time. I'm getting tired of the religious parts and the church scenes, but fuck, man, this is funny. It really is funny. It's a really high rental for me.
Yeah, there's so many things wrong with it technically that they're just kind of unforgivable. Major plot points that are just dropped as almost an afterthought toward the end, where you're like, wow, okay, I understand you might want to hide that, but you're not supposed to keep it completely obscure to where you have no clue whatsoever. And then the way it ends is pretty terrible. It's like it just cuts off. I was like, wait, that's it? What the hell just happened?
Oh, yeah.
And just, most of the acting is not great, and the editing's horrible, and there's way too many reaction shots. Way too many reaction shots.
That's how Tyler Perry directs. That's what I mean. That's why he's a bad director. Everything is a reaction shot and a bad reaction shot.
And I've seen him do better, so I know he can. But
hey, I could watch an hour of reaction shots just from Madea alone. I'll pay full price for it.
Maybe he's just decided, like, hey, this is what works, and I'm not gonna, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'm right there with you, Corey. It's like, for all the things wrong with it, the humor in this one is so much better than they have been, and I was thoroughly entertained. It's hard to endorse it because of how bad or insulting it can be. And at the same time, if you love these movies, this is the one to see. So yeah, it puts me right there at a very high rental, almost a low matinee. It just depends on where you fall in with, if these movies just like, whatever, then I'd say a high rental. But if you love these Madea movies, it's a low matinee.
The one thing that makes me laugh is listening to you guys, and I've heard y'all do several Madea reviews for or Tyler Perry movies that I didn't see. But you always have to play the pronoun game at some point because you're not sure how to refer to it. Should you say she? Should you say he? Should you say it? I mean, I have a solution. Just say it out. Shit.
Well, we said anyway, shit. We said when we came out the movie, shit, that was funny, but shit, I found it insulting. Shit, Negro, shit.
This movie was shit.
Well, you know what? For all I talk about Tyler Perry, you know something? And I know you're making a joke, but to address that thing, when Tyler Perry, when he plays that character, you are lost in that character.
Yeah,
that's one thing.
I don't even think about Tyler Perry. I mean, when I think about Madea, I think about the whole time when we were at the theater, when I was looking for the movie, because they didn't have it on the marquees
right.
there. I was like, where's the Madea movie at? Like, what? The Madea movie. Who? Tyler Perry. Oh, it's over there. I was like, come on, give this character the respect she deserves. That's the respect that she's earned after all these years.
So not all the performances are bad, is what you're saying.
No, actually,
Madea is great. Everybody else can go fuck themselves.
Madea's great, and Aunt Bam is great.
And Aunt Bam, Aunt Bam.
She's actually fantastic.
The thing is, when Tyler Perry dies, I probably won't be all that upset. But if I read a headline that said Madea has passed away, I will fucking be crying and bawling. Like, ooh, Teedy,
at the funeral. Diving on the casket. No. Oh, Mom, I'm sorry. I didn't treat you right.
I'll jump on the casket. No, you can't take me.
I know you go. Hey, it's gonna be a Tyler Perry church scene with you in there. Oh, man, mama, take my mama. You in your purple suit, purple hair. Mama, knocking out her coffin.
Madea's Big Happy Family.
Can I take your order? Give me a ham, egg, and cheese biscuit. We out of ham. You out of ham. We got no damn ham. I'm taking everything you got.